last week, our intrepid adventurers woke up. Two of which happened to be on the boat. Which were the Adran and the gnome, who no one still knows the name of. Iberus woke up in the or woke up over the road. Tried to put on his disguise, realized that the nose was falling off and the makeup wasn't right. As he tried to leave the tavern, he started realizing that people realized that he was the person, the dwarf everyone was looking for in the city, for breaking the window in the slippery nipple and running away. As he tried to get back towards the boat, a bunch of guards in the name of area Tibbs doesn't have off the top of his head because he's useless. In the
That's a long name for a place. Can't we just shorten it to?
So
like
in the gate between the Lockwood Palace is which is a gateway between the noble side of town and the more living quarters and the lower class of town. As he head back to the boat, he almost got captured by a bunch of really shit guards that kind of never expect any trouble and just weren't expecting to find the number one most wanted person in the port of Inishmal, just to stumble up to them. He slipped, he ducked and dived around them trying to jump him, and slipped away, being the fastest dwarf in the lands, ran all the way along the coast onto the boat. The boat journey started off uneventfully. Alice was sucking up to Adran, asking every 5 minutes for a job to do, while John and Doug did the tasks they were given and anything they felt like was necessary. And we had, during this time, for the first few days while the tides were going down, everyone started like relaxing and trying to like train or practice new skills. The gnome stole and memorized some parts of the wizard's spell book, tricked Alice into talking to into an illusion for hours upon end, because the gnome did not like Alice because he was always trying to harass Mr. Nuts and move on and all that stuff. And then a day later, they heard this mystical music, and everyone was enthralled and excited and mesmerized by this beauty of this music, and then ended up driving into a bunch of mermaids, and now they're in a boat trap. And then they ended up killing a bunch of mermaids, where John and Doug started shooting at the grapple cannons or the grapple arrows into mermaids. Adran got off the mast and started shooting magic missiles left, right, and center, trying to get anything that was going to come after the boat. Alice ran around like a bitch because it's Alice, because he didn't know what to do. And then the gnome decided to swan dive off the boat into the really fast flowing water to destroy and kind of blast his way through a mermaid at one point. And we ended with the lads deciding to start to loot and look for the cannon that's north side of the map. I did message the lads some extra information that they may or may not have or remembered yesterday, because I'm really, really, really on top of DMing, and they can ask any questions they would like on that stuff. But here's where we are. We are now somewhat stranded, somewhat not, and you were all looting last week.